At this time, we'll call to order the regular meeting of Common Council. This is November 6, 2024. Carrie, roll, please.
Alderperson Carpenter.
Here.
Estercon.
Here.
Gantz.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Coniger. Ledvina.
Here.
P-Rock.
Here.
Quigley.
Here.
And Mayor Boyd.
I am here, thank you. Item 2, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks. Item 3, approval of the minutes of the October 15th, 2024 Common Council meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
A second.
Motion by Alderperson Carpenter, second by Alderperson Gantz. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 4, public hearing to act on the vacation of a portion of public thoroughfare right-of-way discontinuance at 2000 Commerce Drive and 2051 Profit Place. Will the clerk please read the notice of the public hearing?
The notice was published in the Press Times on October 11th, October 18th, and October 25th, 2024.
Thank you. Recommendation from Plan Commission. Dan?
Thank you, Mayor. The item in front of you tonight is kind of one of many steps that have been going on for the Amerilux project in our East Business Park. So what's in front of you, the right-of-way discontinuance for areas that are deemed unnecessary by the city to maintain, and then also would be part of their development project. So as a result, we went through and presented the...
Dan, you want to put the mic just a little bit closer?
Sorry. We went through and we presented the Plan Commission with the proposed right-of-way discontinuance. You may have heard the term right-of-way vacation before, but right-of-way discontinuance. Purpose behind that is, again, so that infrastructure in there can be removed and then be transferred back to the property owners in which the land was originally dedicated. In most cases, it's down the middle to the property owners. So in this case, the Plan Commission heard from staff, heard from the applicant during the same meeting about a similar topic, but at that time, the Plan Commission recommended approval and then scheduled the public hearings, and that starts the 45-day clock, and that's the reason why we're here tonight for the final review.
Thank you. At this time, I declare the public hearing open. Anyone like to speak? There's no one here in person. So anyone like to speak virtually, just state your name at this time while the public hearing's open. For the second time, anyone want to speak on this item on the agenda? While the public hearing's open, now's your time. Third and final time to speak on this item on the agenda, please state your name. At this time, I declare the public hearing closed and would entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Alderperson Carpenter, seconded by Alderperson Gantz. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you. Item 5, public comment upon matters not on the agenda. Comments made during the public comment period shall pertain only to matters under the jurisdiction of the Common Council. Anyone have any public comments that are not on the agenda in virtual land? Second time, any public comments upon matters not on the agenda? For the third and final time, any public comments upon matters not on the agenda? Now's your time. Go to item 6. Item 6, consideration and possible action to accept donation from Pere Baseball in the amount of $23,680 to improve Kelly Danon and Southwest baseball diamonds.
Beautiful.
Move to approve. I'll second.
Motion by Alderperson Ledvina, seconded by Alderperson Coniger. Discussion or comments? Other than I know a big thank you to Pere Baseball for improving the parks.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes without saying, so thank you very much. Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 7, recommendation from the Business Improvement District Board to approve the Pere Business Improvement District 2025 operating plan.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Alderperson Hanson, seconded by Alderperson Gantz. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, roll call vote, please. Sorry.
Alderperson Carpenter.
Aye.
Estercon.
Aye.
Gantz.
Aye.
Hanson.
Aye.
Coniger.
Aye.
Ledvina.
Aye.
P-Rock.
Aye.
Quigley.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you. Item 8, recommendation from Plan Commission to approve an extraterritorial two-lot certified survey map at 1845 Williams Grant in Lawrence, Parcel L 1691.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion, Alderperson Carpenter, seconded by Alderperson Quigley. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, thank you. Item 9, consideration and possible action on employment agreement for DPR City Manager Kimberly T. Flum.
I'll move to approve. I will second.
Motion by Alderperson Ledman, seconded by Alderperson Cuniger. Discussion or comments? Alderperson Hanson.
Just wondering if we can get clarification on the annual salary increases. It does say with increases to the base salary commensurate with across-the-board adjustments of non-represented employees of the city. So if I'm reading that correctly, automatically she would get the across-the-board adjustment that the non-union employees get. I just want to confirm that, though, because that is a little different than what we've done in the past, where the council can choose anything from 0 to beyond the across-the-board.
Who would like to take that? Tony? I believe that's how I read it.
Yeah, that's correct.
So then in like the annual performance review, we would, across the board would be a given, and then we could potentially do additional if we want.
That's correct.
Okay. The residency requirements, 15 miles from the city limits. I thought municipalities could no longer have residency requirements, but or is city managers exempt from that?
Yes, what can happen is essentially the state law does allow that for emergency personnel as designated to live within that distance.
Okay. And then lastly, it talks about council giving a written summary of evaluation of the employee every year. I'm just wondering what the process would be, like who would write that summary, since that's something we don't do right now.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure we would figure that out. I would assume be led by HR, but I think we would figure that out.
I think Jonathan just volunteered.
I guess.
But it will be figured out. Yes.
Okay.
That's a good question, and yes, you did. That's a good pickup. Did you have additional
Nope,
questions?
I'm done.
Alderperson Hanson? Thank you. Other questions or comments? This too will be a roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Essercon?
Aye.
Gantz?
Aye.
Hanson?
Aye.
Cuniger?
Aye.
Ledvina?
Aye.
P-Rock?
Aye.
Quigley?
Aye.
Carpenter?
Aye.
That motion carries. Thank you. Item 10, consideration and possible action on a second amendment to employment agreement for city administrator/manager Lawrence Delo.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Alderperson Carpenter, seconded by Alderperson Ledvina. Discussion or
No,
comments?
it's Gantz.
I'm sorry, Gantz, I apologize. Alderperson Gantz, I'm looking right at you too. Alderperson Gantz. Discussion or comments, since we have a motion and a second? Come on, something.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, thanks, Larry.
That said, yes, thanks for sticking around and thanks for being with us. That said, roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Gantz?
Aye.
Hanson?
Aye.
Cuniger?
Aye.
Ledvina?
Aye.
P-Rock?
Aye.
Quigley?
Aye.
Carpenter?
Aye.
Essercon?
Aye.
That motion carries as well.
I just wanted to comment. The only reason I'm sticking around is so I can give James a hug every morning.
Oh,
Nice.
sure you appreciate
But
that.
you're
only doing it 3 days a week.
I don't know who's going to do it the other. Yeah, try to get it down to one day,
Go find
but
somebody.
yeah, none of that is true. Item 11, Ordinance 2423, establishing salaries for elected officials for the city of De Pere, 2026 through 2029.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Alderperson P-Rock, seconded by Alderperson Gantz.
Gantz.
Discussion or comments? Alderperson Hanson.
Yeah, just stating for the record, I do think it's important that elected officials are properly compensated. The reason I voted no last time was just because I was more comfortable with the 2% increase, which we've done since 2014, given that we don't know what inflation is going to look like from 26 through 29. But it's a small dollar amount, that 1%, and I certainly respect the council's preference for the 3%. But just want to state for the record, it's not that I don't think there should be any increase. It was just the amount that I voted no against. So.
Very good. Thank you for the clarification. Other comments or questions we have? All right, seeing there are none, roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Hanson,
Nay.
Conager,
Aye.
Ledvina,
Aye.
P-Rock,
Aye.
Quigley,
Aye.
Carpenter,
Aye.
Estercon,
Aye.
Gantz.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you. Item 12, Resolution 2493 approving partial release of utility easements, 2051 Profit Place and 2000 Commerce Drive, parcels ED 2382 and ED 3103.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Alderperson Carpenter, seconded by Alderperson P-Rock. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 13, Resolution 2494, approving utility easement, 2051 Profit Place and 2000 Commerce Drive, ED 2382 and ED 3103.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Was that Alderperson P-Rock?
Rock.
Motion by Alderperson
Gantz.
P-Rock, seconded by Alderperson Gantz. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. 13 we're on, right? Item 13?
Now we're 14.
Now we're 14, okay. Had a couple that were the same. Item 14, Resolution 2495 approving grant of stormwater access and maintenance easement, parcel number ED 3441015 and 1862 Commerce Drive.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Alderperson Carpenter, seconded by Alderperson Hanson. Discussion or comments? Seeing there are none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Up next, we have item 15, appointment to Board of Health and reappointment to Police and Fire Commission by Mayor Boyd.
I'll move to approve. I'll second.
Motion by Alderperson Levina, seconded by Alderperson Conager. Discussion or comments? The appointee for Board of Health, Robin Lauritsen, I believe I'm saying that correctly, and we're really excited, had a great conversation with her. And then we're reappointing, once again, Ted Penn, who's been around since 1940, it appears.
Wow.
Welcome back again, Ted Penn. But we really appreciate their work on these, and eventually by Robin, her work on Board of Health. That said, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Future agenda items. Does anyone have anything? Alderperson Hanson.
So properties that are on the federal and state national registers can get tax credit for eligible home improvements. And we don't have anything similar for our local historic register, and that's made it difficult to get property owners interested in getting their property added to the register, especially when they need HPC approval to make major alterations to the exterior of the home or the business. So I would like us to have discussions on creating financial incentives to try to encourage more property owners to add their property to the local historic register, whether that be like credits on the property tax bill, I don't know if that's something that's even allowed, or reimbursement for eligible home improvements.
All right, and that's going to go to, I see Dan writing things down,
Historic preservation.
historic preservation. Very good. Other future agenda items? Tony, was this you were going to say something?
Yeah, or Dan.
Okay.
Okay, last month the RDA met to schedule a public hearing, or we had a public hearing at the RDA for a blight determination on a property. And the RDA is asking the council, how would you like to handle that next step in that process? Meaning we have to have a resolution passed by the RDA if they wish to designate a specific property as blighted. And then the council would have to follow up with a short, very similar resolution after that. We have the opportunity to do a combined meeting so that we only have to kind of present once to the council. The RDA has actually heard my presentation several other times here already, so they're wanting to know if we can kind of continue that process. The last time we had a joint RDA council meeting was when we approved the MOLVA agreement in 2021, so we've done it in the past. So the RDA had suggested it would be a good opportunity to kind of do a joint meeting again at that 7 o'clock timeframe if possible. And that's the item that we had a request. So they were just looking for feedback, and if you would wish to have that on the same day.
Can we get feedback right now?
And that would be on the November 9th.
November
November
next meeting
19th.
would be the, yeah. Because otherwise, we'd have to wait an entire another month, and then the RDA may not meet in December, and then that puts it all the way out into
We would send
January.
something to if we decide to. Larry?
Yeah, so. Notice. So the clerk's office would have to do a reach out just to make sure we have enough for a quorum for the council for the time they're asking for. And if it works out, then we would do the joint meeting.
For 7 PM.
Correct. Be fine.
Assuming there's no license.
That was my question,
Yeah,
to
then it'll be-
determine, or would it be 6:30 license committee meeting then, or how would you go about that?
We would readjust to make everything work.
Thank you. That's all I'm just asking in case
Yep.
something comes up. Thank you.
Totally understand. Yep.
They said.
Oh, good? Okay, so we'll do a reach out then for that meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Other future agenda items? All right, let's go to item 17, consideration and possible action on excessive assessment litigation with Walmart Real Estate Business Trust for 1415 Lawrence Drive, parcel number WDD0011/1. So we're going to go in, right? Please take notice that the council may convene in closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 1985L. E, for the purpose of deliberating and negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing in public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. Walmart excessive assessment litigation, Brown County case numbers 2023 CV 990 and 2024 CV 1100. G, for conferring with legal counsel who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the council with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved. Walmart excessive assessment litigation, Brown County case number 2023 CV 990 and 2024 CV 1100. The council may then reconvene in open session pursuant to Wisconsin statute section 1985-2 to report the results of the closed session and consider the balance of the agenda. I'd entertain a motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion Alderperson Carpenter, seconded by Alderperson Gantz. Roll call vote, please.
Alderperson Conacher?
Aye.
Ledvina?
Aye.
P-Rock?
Aye.
Quigley?
Aye.
Carpenter?
Aye.
Esther Kahn?
Aye.
Gantz?
Aye.
Hanson?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. We're going to go into closed session. We are now back in regular session. Item 18, motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Alderperson Quigley, seconded by Alderperson Carpenter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We're officially adjourned. Thank you, everybody.